Hi friends, this is the word study read for third grade. You need a pencil, a highlighter, and your booklet open to page 30. We are going to read a story today called The Beanstalk Experiment. We will meet Jack and his friend Raina, and they are doing an experiment with their beanstalks. We are going to read the story, answer a couple questions, and then find some Vowel Team words. So if you are ready, we'll go ahead and get started.
Word study read. Remember to annotate as you read.
The Beanstalk Experiment.
Now, before we start, I want you to pay attention for these two questions. One, why does Raina think her beanstalk is best? And why does Jack think his beanstalk is best?
Jack and his friend Raina conducted a science experiment. Jack planted one of the beans that he found in the giant's house. Meanwhile, Raina planted a regular green bean. A week later, Jack's bean sprouted and grew 2 feet in one night. Raina's bean sprouted too, but it was only 1 inch high. After 4 weeks, here were the results of their experiment.
Jack and Raina's Beanstalk Experiment. Week 1, Week 2, Week 3, Week 4. Jack's bean, 12 feet, 44 feet, 1,178 feet, 5,280 feet. Raina's bean, 1 inch, 3 inches, 8 inches, 13 inches.
Jack said his bean is the best because it grew the tallest. In fact, he boasted to Raina, my beanstalk is 1 mile high because 5,280 feet equals 1 mile. And it is so sturdy that I can climb up it high into the sky. Raina shook her head. But Jack, she said, all you have is a beanstalk and leaves. You don't have any beans to eat. She showed Jack the new green beans growing on her beanstalk. Pretty soon, boasted Raina, my beans will be ready to eat. That's why my beanstalk is the best. You be the judge. Who has the best beanstalk? Why do you think so?
All right, so kind of an interesting little story here. So Jack and Raina, they both plant a bean. Jack plants the one from the giant's house, and Raina plants the one, just a regular green bean. And so they do an experiment to see whose is going to grow the best. Now, the best is up for interpretation. So Jack says that his is the best. So grab your pencils. Jack says that his is the best because it grew the tallest, right? So that's in paragraph 4. Jack said his bean is the best because it grew the tallest. And he's boasting, bragging about how it's 1 mile high, okay? But then Raina says, Jack, all you have is a beanstalk and leaves. You don't have any beans. So then Raina goes on to say, well, look here. Look at my beanstalk. What do I have on it? So she says that her beanstalk is the best because pretty soon her beans will be ready to eat. That's why my beanstalk, that's why my beanstalk is the best. What do you think? Think about that. Would you rather have a super tall beanstalk that you can climb really high into the sky, or a beanstalk with actual beans to eat? All right, go ahead and put your pencils down. Now what we are going to do is we are going to look for some phonics words. So our Phonics Pattern this week is on vowel teams. Now, vowel teams come in all shapes and sizes, and they can they're going to look differently throughout the story. So basically, what a vowel team is it's two vowels that are together that make one sound, and that one sound is that first vowel. So, for example, you can have the word beanstalk, and the vowel team is the EA. That didn't highlight. Whoops. I guess it doesn't highlight when you type on it. So the vowel team is the EA. The EA are right next to each other, and you hear the E sound. Or like in the word, we could do another one like, how about the word meeting? This one has two E's, so it's a vowel team, and you hear the first E, technically. You can also think about words like boasted, which we heard in this story. Boasted has the OA, and you hear the O sound, boasted. Okay, so as you read, we are looking for words that have two vowels right next to each other, and they say the first vowel sound. I found 35 total words, including what I found in this table right here. So make sure you highlight those. I'm going to talk to you about one little word really quick. In the word giants. Now, giant does have two vowels together, but when you have the word giant and you divide it into syllables, you actually divide it between the I and the A. So these are not a vowel pair or a vowel team because they each make their own separate sound. Okay, it's important that a vowel team makes one sound together, and it's that first vowel sound. In the word giant, it's giant. Okay, so do not highlight giant. That's a big no-no. All right, go ahead, pause the video. See if you can also find 35 total words. I gave you some hints at the top. Maybe you find more because maybe I forgot some. All right, go ahead. Okay, friends, let's see what you found. Did you find 35? Did you find more? Let's check it out. All right, here we go. Well, we know that we have the word beanstalk that has a vowel team because I already told you that. So make sure you highlight beanstalk every time you see it. And let's go ahead and take a look. Jack and his friend Raina conducted a science experiment. Jack planted one of those beans that he found in the giant's house. Meanwhile, Raina planted a regular green bean. So we have green and we have bean. So in this first paragraph, there are other words that have two vowels next to each other, but they are not a team because they don't make that first sound. Now, I was a little confused when I was reading through this because I got to the word science. And to me, when I say the word science, it sounds like I just hear the I. But if you slow it down and stretch it out, science, you do hear that E. So that is not a vowel team. It's very hard sometimes to figure out which one is the vowel team. So you got to be careful and you got to really stretch them out and slow it down. All right, let's move on to paragraph 2. A week later, Jack's bean sprouted and grew 2 feet in the night. Raina's bean sprouted too but it was only 1 inch high. Then, after 4 weeks, here were the results of their experiment. Okay, so here, the vowels aren't next to each other, even though it kind of plays mind tricks on you. And there doesn't have that long vowel sound. Okay, in our little table, there are so many, right? So we have the word beanstalk again. We have the word week 4 times. We have the word feet 4 times. And we have the word bean twice. All right, now let's move on to paragraph 4. So Jack said his bean is the best because it grew the tallest. In fact, he boasted, there's that word boasted, O-A, to Raina, my beanstalk is 1 mile high because 5,280 feet equals 1 mile. So there's the word feet again. And it's so sturdy that I can climb up it high into the sky. Paragraph 5. Raina shook her head. But Jack, she said, all you have is a beanstalk and leaves. You don't have any beans to eat. She showed Jack the new green beans growing on her beanstalk. So there's 3 right there. Green beans, beanstalk. Pretty soon, boasted Raina. There's boasted again. My beans will be ready to eat. Now, ready has that EA, but it says eh. So the vowels are not working together as a team. That's why my beanstalk is the best. And then in paragraph 7, it says, you be the judge. Who has the best beanstalk? Why do you think so? So, of course, I missed 1 word as I went. So you should have found 36 total words that have a vowel team in this story. That's it for our lesson today, friends. Great job. We'll see you later.